In this photography POV, I will be continuing my journey across the UK. This time I'm in Scotland, Edinburgh. I've been to this city once before, but this time I have only 2 short days to capture as much as possible. Luckily, this is a lovely city and there's many photo opportunities. In this video, I will be mostly covering the old town of the city, but there are so many great places here to take photos. Okay, it's off to an early start because I arrived by night train, so it's like 8 o'clock right now. It's very quiet still in the town, so let's start with some easy shots just to warm up and to wake up. But this town is so lovely. I mean, I love the old feeling of this town and all these little alleyways. There's so much to look at, so it's gonna be great. I want to try and frame the city in this alleyway. I think that would look really nice. Because we have like a cool building over there. We have this lamp. Unfortunately, it's not on. That would have been great. But it looks pretty. And of course, I can't say no to a red telephone booth. Just to help me with some framing. And this courtyard is also very cool. And we have this autumn tree, which is gonna make for a nice focal point for the photo. But yeah, it's so quiet because it's so early. These buildings all look amazing. And I'm definitely gonna enjoy the fact that there's no people around yet. Because this is usually a very... Oh, this could be good. Some birds flying in the photo. Might be a bit small though. But alright, we have another nice corridor here with the writer's building here. Maybe a detailed shot of the sign could be cool. I'm just trying to get as many different shots and I'm really still trying to just wake up myself and, you know, get creative. That could be a nice shot. Because there's no a million people in the street yet. Alright, well, I wanted to go back here a little bit, try to frame the Writers' Museum again in an arch, and maybe get a shot. This little alleyway is dressed up nicely for Halloween. There's lights, there's pumpkins, just a nice vibe. Okay, now there's no one here. I might as well try to get some shots of the Writers' Museum itself as well. And maybe someone walking by could be cool. Alright, moving on. We have this view of the park and the buildings around the station. And the autumn colors are great right now, so we're definitely gonna try and use those to frame photos with, because it looks amazing. As I said, autumn colors. Pretty nice looking right now. Got a subject there. We got pretty nice views here of the stations and the train coming in, so might as well try and get a shot of that. Very different to all the other shots we've gotten so far. No like ancient buildings or cool autumn looking trees. It's very much mechanical here. But I do like the shot. Alright, more buildings and more autumn trees that I can put on the foreground. Just a nice view of the old town from here. Really cool looking. I wouldn't mind spending more time here, to be honest. Moving on to Edinburgh Castle, or well, at least around Edinburgh Castle, and trying to frame it nicely for photos. I think I can use these people as like a little bit of foreground. Looking over at the castle. It's slightly raining now. Hopefully it won't get too bad. Definitely looks really cool with all these trees in front of it. There we go. Right, let's try to move on. Get some different angles. Pretty good shot of the old town of here as well. And a lot of trees. Oh, these benches also look very cool. Would have been great if someone was sitting on the like the first one. That would have been a nice subject. I managed to get my hands on this pretty looking leaf, so I want to go for some different shots here, you know, capture the autumn vibe. So a leaf could be really cool, just to have a blurry background, blurry castle in the background. There's a bit of like light fighting its way through, but this could look nice. The trees, the building. I kind of want to get a detailed shot of these trees, because all the orange is just very nice, and these red berries make a nice autumn vibe photo. So I got this photo, but I didn't turn on my GoPro in time. I like it though. And this is the best view. Again, I forgot to turn my GoPro on time, but this view of the castle is just amazing. Like, I love this shot. So moving on to a little bit more the center here. We've got the very popular street over there, but first we're going to visit the graveyard here. And of course, we're trying to be as respectful as possible, but this is just a very big part of Edinburgh, and this is also rumored where a lot of names from Harry Potter are coming from. But yeah, it's just a... Oh, these birds look very cool. And we can get some shots of those. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. He's posing for me. That works. Oh, between the stones as well. Oh, there's a bird in a tree there. That looks pretty cool. And this like little building with their leaves on the ground. Another bird. Just sitting, looking out over everything. Going for a little bit of a longer exposure here, trying to get the boss in the frame in front of this building. It's always a fun challenge to try to do that by hand. I think we got some good results though. Add some motion. And another telephone booth here. So trying to frame it up with the street behind it. And then let's get a little bit closer and just get the street. There's gonna be so many people everywhere now, so there's no point trying to not have them in the photo. Let's get low. Use the leading line of this yellow line on the ground. Always gives a nice perspective. Let's get this sign, because there be witches here. And this little square with the trees and the buildings could be a nice photo. The sun is hitting these buildings very nicely. And by this point, this has become a little bit of my signature move with these telephone booths. But let's shoot through it. Maybe capture a subject as well. This guy's walking by. Looks kind of cool always. Maybe get a little bit of this purple flower going up to that tower. And then the castle in the background. And then try to get a nice shot of the street. A lot of people though, but that could work. And then of course, we can't really leave Scotland without a photo of someone playing this. Bagpipes. And again, we're back here. There's a lot more people now than when I started this morning, but still I think we could get some nice shots. And of course, signature move through the telephone booth. Sun hitting these buildings, quite nice to be honest. One of my favorite shots is just when crossing the street, trying to get a quick photo in. It's just a very nice perspective. This little courtyard is looking really good. Sun's coming in hot as well. This is a pretty cool building, but it's gonna be a struggle to get it all in frame, I think. And hopefully without people. That would be nice. There we go. Oh, that actually turned out okay. Oh, there's another little courtyard here. Very like old school. And apparently it was in some show. I haven't seen the show, but maybe you might recognize it. I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool though. And we got it somewhat empty. That's nice. And this is a great place to get some last shots. And then the cliff behind it is going to be where I'm going to go tomorrow. So for a future video, I'll be going up there, hiking and getting some shots of the city from there. And that was it for this POV. Hopefully you enjoyed. And if you want to see more POVs from my trip through the UK, click the playlist on the screen and also all my other POVs. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you in the next one.